Y'all, so a current man that I'm dating reached out to me and was like, he needed to talk to me about something um, that's been bothering him. So he said that he enjoyed dating me, but he does not enjoy the fact that I come to every date late. Now, honestly and truthfully, I do come to every date late on purpose because I'm a lady. And I feel as though a man should be there waiting on me. You need to be waiting on me. You need to be anticipating if I'm coming or not. And it's like extremely late. I probably be like 15 minutes late. But it's the anticipation of me walking in, right? You need to have a table together and all this other kind of stuff. By the time I get there, I just need to walk in there. You don't want to watch me walk? You ain't trying to see me walk? I'm trying to show you what I'm working with. And you worried about me being late. So I told him that I'm sorry that he feels that way. And that I'll do better with my time management skills. Y'all, I'm gonna come even later now. Just because you complain. So let me get this straight. Y'all are being on time for dates where a man haven't sent you a car. You're on time for dates where he didn't offer to pick you up. You on time for a date? Wait, what the girl saying in the comments? Are you late for a job? I work for myself. I works for myself. What else y'all saying? You don't like him. You don't like him. Do he like me? I'm driving to the date myself. I gotta park. I gotta walk. I gotta make sure that my feet is greasy. I smell good. Do he like me? Obviously, he don't like me. Because a man that got a problem with how late I am is going to make sure that I can get there on time. He's going to do whatever it is that he can do to make sure that I get there on time. I always tell y'all don't let no man be a man. He can file a complaint and grievance all he wants to until you come up with a solution to any problem that you have going on in my life. Then there's nothing for us to talk about. It ain't nothing for us to talk about. I'm not showing up to no date on time. For what? Y'all crazy. And another thing too, I got the pick of the litter. I picks the men's. The men don't pick me. So I'm not sitting in the car waiting for him to arrive and making sure I'm somewhere on time to make sure it strokes his ego. See, I'm not into stroking a man's ego. I'm into killing it. I have him on his knees barking like a dog, okay? I don't play with no messy baby. I'm a cat that don't play with dogs. Y'all gotta get it together. And one thing I do know, since y'all showing up to them dates on time, that y'all giving up that meow very fast. Clock that. Y'all giving it up fast. Showing up to a date on time. Girl, please. Y'all grandmas, y'all mamas, y'all daddies, they must ain't teach y'all nothing, baby. Y'all papas, your papa must ain't teach you nothing. You must ain't see your papa waiting on your grandma to get dressed, or standing outside, or sitting in the car waiting on your grandma. You must ain't never seen your mama wait on your dad. Your daddy wait on your mama. You must have never seen that. Couldn't have. You couldn't.
Yeah, this shawty, man, that's doing the video, who says she's basically, and shout out to Media Man, I seen on his channel first. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, by the way. Says she is she's gonna be late to dates on purpose to kill a man's ego. And really, to be honest with you, I don't really think most guys come with a big ego when they date women that they actually like. I think you get more of a nervous energy if you courting a woman, and Obviously, I'm pretty sure the guy that asked her the question, I'm pretty sure he picked up on other signs that she probably didn't like him. All right. And once you think about it, she didn't like him. Because women don't make videos about this, about the guy that they like. You rarely hear women's experience, especially when they're fairly young, about doing this to the guys that they like. You don't hear that. You just hear, oh, I liked him and he effed me over, or he cheated. You don't hear these experiences from them about the guys that they truly like. They don't act like that. So, I think most of us know this. When you dating a woman and she makes it difficult, or, oh no, I can't do it, this. Look here, once a woman feels like she comfortable with you enough, she's want to see you immediately, especially if you spending money, or she gets to go out, and do something different. You know what I mean? So, this is why, Kevin Samuels just said, if they late, you keep it moving. They don't respect your time. My thing is, if they running late, communicate that. And she always like, oh, you need to see me walk through. And they are narcissists. If we dating and I'm spending money, or I'm spending my time to come see you, that should be enough that you have my time, you have my attention, you have my wallet. Why do you need more? And most times you find out most women are misandrous. Most women would just be strictly carpet munching if it came with financial security. But carpet munching doesn't come with financial security. I keep telling y'all that. Two takers can't, equal one giver. And that's why a lot of these relationships work the way they work, because guys give and women take. And y'all haven't figured that out yet. When women get with other women, ain't no financial security in that. Ain't none. None whatsoever. So, she's a misandrist, and a lot of women are they upset because God made them a woman instead of embracing being a woman and really looking at the benefits of being a woman. They never look at the benefits. They always look at the benefits of being a man through their eyeballs. Or men get to do it, but they don't see the dark side. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing. They don't see the other side of it for men. And that's the wild thing about it. They don't really see the other side of what we got to go through with being men out here. Nobody to talk to. That's why when that whole male loneliness epidemic, internet rhetoric, dudes been alone all the time. You know what I'm saying? Dudes go through stuff all the time by themselves. That's how they be. If they survive, which most men do, that's how they become stronger. Ain't no assistance. Ain't no running to no homeless shelter. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody running to help no man. Maybe your mother. Okay? So, but women play games like this. And when you kind of sense misandry, or you sense, a woman being difficult when you first meet her, keep it moving, bro. That would be my thing. Just keep it moving. That's my number one thing. If she being difficult, keep it moving. Or if you really want to experience that woman, and you on that P for P type of time, just put the bread on the table. That's as simple as that. If you really like that, why waste your time being with somebody combative and difficult? And say, well, I got the internet and the uproar, and they love the attention. And that's the dangerous thing about dealing with women today. They want the attention, good or bad. And guess what? When you deal with women that want the attention, good or bad, that's going to blow back on you. She going to tell a story. She can lie and tell a story about you, flat out lie on you. Oh, he did this, or I did this to him, and this is why we not. But people know you in real life. That can wreck your work reputation. That can wreck your reputation as a husband, or wreck your reputation with somebody else, a business partner, the people you see every day. And everybody know this. Y'all was dealing with each other and kicking it with each other, and she on the internet telling a lie or telling y'all business on the internet. Any woman that's gonna make parody content or make content like this, why you want to be with them? Why would you want to be with them? And a lot of times they be lying. It probably was no guy that told her that. But they don't even understand. They'd be like, well, I was just joking. It's just satire. And Whoop-de-blam. Yeah, but guess what? It's on the internet. It's on the internet. So when, jobs look at it or potential customers look at it, it's on the internet. That's what they don't understand. It's on the internet. That's the wild thing about it. It's on the internet. And she has a business where she sells skincare products. So I'm assuming that she don't sell skincare products for men. They don't even know how to be professional for their pockets. How can they be professional and be your wife? And they just look at her, react to it. Oh, she loved the attention. And that's a dangerous thing, to be dealing with a person who loves attention, who's in love with attention. They think it's a game, and women to do this, especially the woman that keep blowing you off and then she ain't got nothing to do and she give you her time. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go out and she be difficult, and guess what? It's some guys that, that she didn't think that she might click with, and then them guys hit it and split it. And she be wondering why the guys hit it and split it. A lot of guys sit in the friend zone. This is what y'all don't know. But these women today are so horny or so hypersexual that they give it to them. They give it to him. As long as he ain't a threat to her life, they giving it to guys they don't find attractive. They giving it to guys they do find attractive. They giving it to guys that they like. Dog, they so hypersexual. And that's why you hear the thing where, when a man finally get it, he change up, he act different. Nah, guys be knowing when y'all be playing games, bruh. A guy just play the long game, bruh. They'll play the long game just to drop you off at church on Sunday morning. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they'll do to you. And then it's all men ain't stud, ain't this, and all men ain't that. But, she's a straight up male hater. You can already tell that. She's a man hater. But every man hater, always want to suck the Johnson & Johnson of a man. All that stuff they say on the internet, all that F the niggas and F the men in the female group text, when they get together with their female friends, when they carpet munching on their home girls or they little stud Keisha girlfriend or they femme girlfriend, what y'all don't really understand is they really be fantasizing about taking a Johnson & Johnson. I'm telling you. Remember when them studs went on that campaign talking about, studs and films? It was two little things. Studs and films, secretly going to get DPs or DAs, dick appointments. And they was mad about it. What's so funny? Women, and they still women, will sit and have a discussion and talk about women sneaking to get DAs, right? DASs, DAs, but they'll set a conversation like that, and they'll be the ones sitting there, also, getting the D on the side. Women will sit there and talk so much stuff about somebody, but be doing the same thing they be doing. I'm trying to tell y'all. So this is why, if a woman don't respect your time, bro, real talk, like it's simple stuff. Like if you say, hey, what you doing Saturday? You wanna go do something? You first meet a girl and she like, nah, I don't feel like it, or I gotta work, and she don't say a time, or she be like, well, I'm free on Friday, or I'm free on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? If she don't really give a time, like, no, I'm not free, like, you might as well just move on. A lot of guys be thinking that whole chase shit is what's it. Where you chase the girl, you know what I'm saying? Where you keep hounding her. Like, you can play that game, but it's a waste of time. Too many different fish in the water to play that game, in my opinion. You can play it, but women don't understand. Once they give up the cat in them situations, most men gonna dog you out. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.
My favorite pastime is sending the internet into an uproar.
What?
'Cause I don't know. 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 I don't My favorite pastime is making these apps just go up in shambles when I open up my mouth. It's quite entertaining. It is. And it's fun.